Hi everybody, Joe Stoe here, and got another home project. Today I'm going to show you how to install a new water pressure tank for your well pump. But it's a simple job you can do at home. You don't need a lot of tools. In fact, you only need really one tool. It's fairly inexpensive. Your biggest cost is obviously the price of the tank. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Put some comments down there. Let me know what project you're working on. The first thing we need to do here is shut off the power to the well pump, which I've already done. The next thing is we're going to turn off the water flow from the well pump into the house. I opened up a faucet upstairs to let the water drain out of our pressure tank, and it should be about done by now. The water finished draining upstairs, so this pressure tank should be about empty. There's still going to be some water in it. It's going to be a little messy when you take the pipes apart. Have a bucket ready in case you need that. I'm just using a regular pipe wrench. Get on this big nut here. Oh, there it goes. Really easy. Get my bucket down here. Really easy. That's a good sign. Obviously there was some more water in there. Alright, so that was easy enough. So you can see that the only thing we need to take off is this white plastic pipe. Hopefully it's not going to break. Let's go ahead and see what we can get. I'm just using my pipe wrench for this. There it goes. I was worried that the plastic pipe was going to break. That still could. This is still pretty tight. I'm going very slowly. I don't want to break this pipe. It is 20 some years old. There we go. Pipe looks pretty good. I'll just clean that up and we can reuse that. That's awesome. Alright, the next thing you got to do is remove the plastic plug that's inside the new tank. There we go. That's all it is. Just a little plastic plug. Alright, I got it all cleaned up. Got my pipe all cleaned up. Cleaned up the threads. Boy, that had a lot of old tape on it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I just want to thread it on here without the tape yet, and just make sure that it fits the fitting. Make sure there's nothing getting in the way of the threads. No paint, extra paint from the blue paint here getting in the way. Just want to make sure it's going to thread on there nice and smoothly, and it does. So, and then I'm going to take it off, and now I'm going to put on the Teflon tape. Alright, here's my pipe with the tape on it now. Let's go ahead and thread it in. Hopefully it's going to be enough and it's not going to leak. Now it is a plastic pipe, so at least in my case it's a plastic pipe. So you know, you take it easy. Go by feel, go slowly. Don't want anything to break. The mantra for the day, don't break anything. I think that's as far as I'm going to go. Oh, look at that. The pipe's at the same height. That's great. So all we have left is to put the two pipes together, and then we can turn the water on. We'll see if this baby's going to leak or not. Hopefully not. Now, it's not going to take much with the wrench to get this one tight. That's it. That's as tight as she's going to get. Now on top of these tanks you're going to find a Schrader valve, which is an air valve just like on the car tires. and you just use a regular tire gauge, and you can check the air pressure in these tanks. Now they're supposed to come charged from the factory. This one is supposed to be charged at 38 psi of air. And that's perfect. Under this gray box, which is the switches for my well pump, the pressure sensor, I'm going to find what my pump pressures are set to. So what you can do, and this is all you have to do in yours. You're going to have the same thing on your pump, most likely. And so you take the cap off. It's very simple, just one nut on the top. And inside the cap, it's going to tell me what my pressure sensor is set to. And it's going to kick the pump on at 40 psi, and it's going to turn the pump off when it reaches 60 psi. So you generally want your tank to be 2 pounds, 2 psi lower than your starting pressure. So in my case, my starting pressure is 40 psi, so my tank should be at 38, and that's what it is from the factory. If it's not, you're able to put air into it if you need more or less, take some out. It's very simple, just like airing up your car tire or taking air out of your car tire. So that's everything I need to know for that. I'm just going to simply put the plastic cover back on, and then we can start turning things back on. So I'm going to turn water back on. There's the water. I'm going to turn my well pump back on, which is up here. And you can see you can see we got water pressure coming up. There it goes. Now it hit the tank. Another thing, as I'm filling my tank, I have the faucet upstairs open to let any air bubbles out, because there's going to be air in the line now because we broke the line open. Okay, so it's a job well done. I just checked for leaks. You want to make sure you get a flashlight and you look underneath. Make sure there's no leaks at where the outlet of the tank is, or the inlet, so the pump isn't going to keep running and make a big mess. I'm feeling around, everything's nice and dry. I don't hear any water pump. The pump turned off at the right time. I got the air bubbles out of the lines upstairs. We're good to go. Okay, so there you see it. It's pretty easy to replace your pressure tank for your well. And it took me, less than an hour to do it. I just used my pipe wrench. You'll need some Teflon tape. So that's it. It's a very inexpensive, very easy job. Go slowly with it. Make sure you don't break anything, because then you're going to be making multiple trips back to the home improvement store or the hardware store, and nobody wants to do that. So, okay, until the next project, take it easy.